Hi. So the Bombers are in Calgary today.
Yeah, Lefevre sucks,
Final game.
but I guess our defense is playing pretty good, and I guess thanks to Calgary not starting Levi Mitchell. But they have to kind of be a little worried, like the fact that Levi Mitchell makes that big of a difference.
Well, yeah, because
Well, I guess little's the weather, but still, though. Like,
in 2 weeks from now they'll be playing there,
yeah,
and
Mess him, that
it'll only
clown.
be colder.
Mess him, that clown. He keeps falling.
Yeah.
But the Bombers will, if they can get home field, I don't know. Do you think that'll be better for them or bad?
Well, it's hard to say. There were many seasons where they just weren't good at home. This year, they actually were better at home.
Yeah, I'm
So,
not sure. Yeah.
it's sort of, it's hard to say.
However they play on that day, I guess.
I always find the Bombers, they're not very consistent with where they win or how they win or whatever.
Yeah.
And Medlock, he's a great kicker, but this was definitely an off year for Medlock. What do you think about him?
Yeah, it's not his best year, no.
No. One of the worst in the league, if not the worst,
And
in field goal percentage this year.
Calgary, this will be like the first time in like 50 games that they have actually lost back-to-back home games. So that's
It's their first 3-game losing streak since '07. Calgary Stampeders.
crazy. Yeah, you wouldn't think the Bombers would be a team to enforce that, but I guess it is, which is good for us. But
Yeah, totally.
How far do you think the Bombers will go in the playoffs?
I think they'll be out in the semi.
So game one.
Yeah, they'll be out.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. It honestly depends on how they play each day. I don't know. I could see them going all the way, but I could see them being out first game.
Right.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say with
Yeah.
the Bombers.
They're not like you said earlier. They're not a very
They're not a powerhouse team.
Calgary. They won't win the Grey Cup.
You don't. Yeah,
No,
I don't
they
think
won't.
so.
They just fall apart every year. What do you guys think? Like, do you think Calgary will once again choke, or do you think they'll do good? And same goes for the Bombers. What do you think? Let us know.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I've never seen a CFL game with such low attendance, cold weather or not.
Yeah.
You know, I remember games, in the 80s and that when it was 33 below zero. And, here in Winnipeg, it was packed. And
Yeah.
so to see, like,
Well, even at the beginning of the game, it was only at 2,000. Now it's even lower.
Yeah, the attendance maxed about 2,000 people. Cold or not, like, that's just weird to see that. I've never seen
I was
that.
surprised, personally, but yeah.
Yeah. You'd think they'd be kneeling at the anthem or
So
something.
it'll either be so the Bombers with 12-6 record, they'll either verse Saskatchewan or Edmonton in the semi.
Oh, I see.
Who do you think the Bombers would rather verse? Do you think they play better against Edmonton?
I would
or-
say let's do Edmonton.
I don't know.
Saskatchewan, they just have trouble with them. Even if Saskatchewan's got a horrible team, they still can't just go out on the field and just take over and be the boss. The Bombers are always sort of, I don't know, something's lacking when they play Saskatchewan. I don't know what it is. They have trouble with them.
We won the season series, but yeah.
Well, that's almost, almost more of a reason you'd want to play Edmonton.
I think they'd rather play Saskatchewan, but who knows?
Yeah. Time will tell.
Hey, Saskatchewan rather get the crossover now.
The bottom line is the Bombers haven't won the Grey Cup since 1990. So if they can go all the way, that would be great. However they want to do it, just do it.
Yeah, so go Bombers.
Go Bombers.